Good morning. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I want to talk about, you know, inner knowledge, receiving information from self. There is a lot of people who read things, who um, they read things. And what's so crazy is the other day, well, yesterday, I think I was talking, me and my friend was talking, and I was telling her about what people think and read. And I used the book as an example. I was like, look at this book. I'm like, who wrote this book? And the person that wrote this book, where did they get their information from? And then when you find out where they got their information from, where did they get their information from? It's almost like trying to find, like the African American people trying to find their heritage or try to find their family tree, who they great 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 grandmother or grandfather was, like that. You'll go back and you'll keep going back and you'll keep going back. And in the censors, when you go back, you find the slave master owner who has owned a lot. If you ever check your family tree and you wanted to find out who your family is, and you went through the genealogy site to find it, you will notice that it doesn't go past the slaves, the slave owner, which is kind of weird. You can go back to as far as I've paid for it before, so I'm kind of very aware of the genealogy site. I went farther back. I asked my uncle, and he told me who his grandmother and grandfather was. And when I looked it up and I saw the slave owners and what happened with the slave trade on these genealogies, facts, and reports here, you can see on there that when they brought, when they gathered all these slaves, it wasn't just, it was a lot on mines. When I looked at it and I printed out, I actually sent my brother a copy of it so he can have it through his phone. I've seen it was over hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of black people. And the connection to them was, it was like the relations. They said, what is the relate, like what relations were these people to them? They had to put that these people were their brothers and sisters or children in order for them to bring them over to where they wanted them to be, to enslave them. I said, how is it? And that's how we got our names. Like the slave owner name could be, like our last name was Green. So one of the slave owners' name was Robert Green, was actually Peter. His name was Peter Robert Green. And my great granddaddy name was R.P. Green, Robert Peter Green, right? So Green came from that owner, but he specifically said that, like, my grandfather, or they call him RP, my grandfather RP Green father was a African name on our genealogy family tree search that I searched. It was called Muwakbak. That's what his name was. It was Mu. I said, who is this? Because they had the name, and he was like, they had him like 17, and then his kids and his sister and brother and things like that, which is Esther, things like that, the names and stuff that they gave him. But his name stayed the same because he was the head over the tribe that they collected. So he made it like Muwakbak was his brother, the slave owner. And then those children was his nieces and nephews, or or his kids and brothers. So that's the only way they could bring them over here, is by being related to them. So they made us related to them. They made our name their name to be related to them. That's how we got our slaves, the owner's last name. The owner's last name, we have that. We don't even know who we are. So why is it that it's so many people out here arguing, debating about what's real and what's fake and what's true and what's not true and what's real and what, it's just so much controversy going on about what's real and what's not real. You got to understand that somebody made words. We wasn't talking. We talked in hums and hymns and things like that. You know what? You remember that old back in the day when you were younger and you went over your grandma's house and she'll be walking through the house. You're like, why grandma humming? Why auntie humming? Those are things passed down to us that cannot be really explained in their own its own way. But that humming was peace. That humming was a way for energy here. That's what I got from it. And I haven't gotten this out of no book. I don't have to go and read books on ancestors and the slaves and things like that, because what the information I get, it comes from within. It comes from my spirit. You know what I'm saying? I might, if I hear something in my spirit, or I feel something, the spirit guides me to it. A lot of people who have been around me or friends of mine or something, I'll be like, I need to go to this thrift store. It's a book here that I need to get. And when I get that book, I will find exactly what I'm looking for, because the spirit already gave me a word or a phrase or something, and I'll pick a book up and the phrase will be on the front of the book. Or I'll open up a book and I'll see something. I'm like, I'll close it back like this it right here. This the book that I need. And I will go in there and read certain things, because now I'm knowing what I was thinking is facts. That's how I accumulate my facts. Okay. I don't go into the Bible and be like, oh, because this said this and that's facts. No, it's like it's called research. And the research is researching within yourself. This is a divine one who is not researching within themselves. It's almost like you're looking in these books and these books and these books. But if you look at this book and that book and that book, it's going to tell you something different. It's just like the Bibles. You can get, now, if you got an old Bible from the old days, like, when we were growing up, like I said, I'm in my 40s. So when I was younger, my grandma had that big white book. You remember the big white Bible, the Bible that this big white with the gold Holy Bible written on the front. My grandmother had one of those. And in those Bibles, if you get one Bible and you get the other one, you go to the verse, how they switch the words. You remember they used to be like, die not, said I was die, like that type of, and now it's saying, that these such and such. You get the up version, the King James version of the up version Bibles, and you go in there and you read them, and the talk is straight, like we're talking now. Like it sounds good, but it ain't good. It sounds like the truth, but it ain't the truth. I feel like the old Bibles back in the day, they used to be like, well, thy art not this, thy art all that. I feel like there was some truth there, but they felt like a lot of people was catching on to that part, so they start making these revised versions of the Bible. And if you notice, why would they change something that is meant to heal? Why would they change words for another phrase? Like words change. When you're talking to somebody, you can say, I don't like that. You need to get that and put it up. They like, dang, why so much? And it ain't about what they said, it's how they said it, right? But then you get that person say, oh, baby, don't do that. If you just pick it up and put it in the trash, it will be fine. Just pick it up and put it in the trash, right? That person will go follow that part because of how that person said it. And the other person could have meant the same thing, but they said it differently. So they don't get the same reactions, even if that person said, oh, pick that up off the floor and go put it in the trash. You know not to put that in the trash, put it in the trash. It's the way that they said it and make that person feel some type of way, feel a little guilty about what they done, and because they wasn't thinking to do it that right way, right? Then you got somebody who say, oh, baby, pick that up and put it in trash. Don't put that on the floor, honey. Get that. It's the way that you said it, right? It's not the saying, it's how you say it or how you interpret when you reading it. So if you reading something in the Bible, you reading it this way and another person read it, y'all might get two different understandings, because one person energy could be different while reading what they're reading. That's what the spirit got me on this morning. Somebody is taking in content of something, um, somebody is taking this content into a place with their energy, and it's not the right energy to take with what they're reading or what they're seeing or what they're or what they're trying to get knowledge in. That's what the spirit is saying. spirit is saying, find the knowledge within yourself. Let the spirit guide you to the information that you're looking for. Stop looking at different people and different things. It's almost like you're looking at books and you're looking at people and you're trying to compare people and what they're saying to the books. And the spirit said, go within yourself, because that person saying something to you is what that person feel and what that person gather and that person's opinion. What is your opinion? Your opinion can't be the same as the other person, because even if it is, it's going to be a difference in how you perceive that opinion. That's what the spirit is saying. You got some people who will look at a piece of, you got somebody who was look at this and say, oh, this is an amber. And then somebody say, oh, no, that's just a brown rock. And it is a brown rock. But is it a crystal? Oh, that's a brown crystal. But also it's an amber. Just because somebody said it's an amber, does it mean it's not a crystal? Just because you say, oh, that's a brown crystal, and somebody say, oh no, that's an amber. Or that's an orange crystal. Oh, that's a this, So does it matter because they said it was a that kind and you already said it? That's what people do. That's what the spirit said. That's what people will do to you. And I feel like this is what this energy is doing to you, divine one. It's almost like I say like this. I say, this is my label printer, right? And then that person say, oh, that's a P touch. It's a brother P touch. What does it matter? It is a label printer, right? Some people, it's almost like somebody trying to correct somebody here. That's what I'm getting. I feel like this divine one is trying to seek within themselves, and you got a individual around you that's trying to get you to learn real facts of a book or learn real facts of something they've been watching. It's almost like somebody get this map and say, look, this is how the world is, and this is facts. And then you sit there and say, no, they changed the maps a long time ago. I've seen how they got the maps in the almanac, the maps in this and the maps in that, in the real maps. Now the maps look different. They don't look the same. It look like everything's separating on there. Can you explain that to me? And that person be like, well, in such and such and such in book it said. But how do they know that? That's the type of energy that's going on right here between these divine ones here. I feel like this divine one, someone is trying to correct your spirit. Somebody is trying to correct what your spirit is telling you. Spirit, come through. I'm gonna pull another deck after three cards here. Justice, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. Baby, it's justice on that person because they don't know no better. You're working within your spirit, so continue to work in your spirit. It's already justice here. Justice within what you know and what you working on and what you building and what you presenting. Okay, you see that? You got the justice, the Eight of Pentacles with the Three of Pentacles. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like there is. It's almost like you actually give this. It's almost like this divine one gives these people a person a way of looking at things differently than what they was already looking at. It's like you put in a lot of work yourself, inner self work or self work here. It's almost like, you don't need to be around people or a book or a group or all of that to put in that work in your spirit. You get with your spirit and put in the work because you know your spirit is going to guide you like they've been guiding you to things to find or things to present or things to give or things to be acknowledged from. And while this person or people is saying what they saying to you or trying to do whatever it is they're doing, maybe they're trying to discourage you or maybe they trying to make you think you dumb and all that. But to be honest, they're the dumb ones if they believe in what somebody else wrote and said because that was that person's opinion. What is your opinion off you read? Some people will read something and say, oh, those are facts, instead of reading it and saying, what do I gather from this? What is my opinion of what I just read? If I agree with this, what is my agreement with this? Not the same as what that person wrote or what the person said. The Six of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. Justice is here, and then the Six of Swords is at the bottom of the deck on this deck because it's saying that you are moving away from this type of energy and you're moving away from that type of person. Like you like, I want to be around people who can accept what I feel spiritually and what I think my spirit wants me to know or the knowledge that my spirit team is bringing to me. I don't need somebody to tell me something about what this other person wrote in this book to tell me that it's facts. How do you know it's facts? Do you know it's facts? How? Because of what you've seen, because of what you heard in that book or what you heard somebody else say or what you heard somebody else sing. I feel like that you're done with it. It's almost like you done with that type of energy here. That's what I'm getting. Whoever this divine one is, you are done with people that way. You want people to talk within their spirit. What did your spirit tell you that this meant? It's almost like you feel you're the type of person like it's almost like you get into you meditate and you ask spirit to what knowledge are you trying to show me today, or what is the energy today, and you get it and you work with it and the spirit guides you right where you need to be. And whoever the other energies is, they can't do that part. The only way they can be guided is through what they hear somebody else say or debating against something that nobody will find out what the truth is. That's what the spirit is saying. You can dig and search and find all the knowledge you want to. Nobody will ever know what the actual truth is of something. That's what the spirit is saying. Spirit, come through for this divine one this morning. What else do they need to know? It's almost like I said, it's justice here because you're not even, all you doing is like trying to remove yourself away from this energy so you can keep presenting, so you can keep working on presenting things that will help your spirit. You know what I'm saying? The Ace of Swords is out here as I'm talking. It's almost like you're fighting. It's right up under the Justice card. And check this out. You got the Eight of Pentacles with the what? With the Three of Pentacles, 11, right? Which is means justice. Your work, like I said, your work that you putting in is doing a wonderful job. You are presenting and you're getting acknowledged for your what you present. So continue to listen to your spirit, how they're guiding you. What's in the book is only being directed from your spirit to the book, not you in the book and then direct the book to your spirit. That's what the spirit is saying. That's what the justice is. You see that 11 down there, right? You got the Ace of Swords out here because you fighting through this. It's like you fighting to keep working hard to find to let your spirit guide you to your to let your spirit guide you to your destination. You are working on a lot of plans here. Like I said, this is up under the Eight of Pentacles. You working through a lot of plans here to achieve something. And then you've been carrying a lot. You've been carrying a lot of information. The spirit said it's time to present. The Two of Swords is out here up under that Three of Pentacles because it's like you keep holding information, you keep holding plans instead of releasing it and presenting it. It's like you're not presenting exactly what you need to present and what you seeing when you got your eyes closed. In this message, the Two of Swords, it feel like that you're in your mind, you're not blinded. I would say it's almost like you in meditation. When you receiving this information, it's hard for you to present it to get get accomplishment from what you want to present because you're not presenting it. It's almost like you're not getting accomplishment from it because you're not presenting what you thinking in your mind. You're holding it hostage here, and the spirit said you're gonna have to let it go, let it out. The Queen of Swords is right by this Ace of Swords. You're gonna have to get up and fight, get out of your mind, almost like the King of Swords energy, saying you're gonna have to get up off the throne with your fight and fight for real. That's what the spirit is saying. That Seven of Swords is out here because you got somebody battling you against this fight that you're receiving. It's almost like this person is I would say this person ain't kind of deceiving. I feel like this person is trying to discourage you. It's almost like they want to see you saddened by your information. They want to see you hurting off the work that you've been putting in. They want to make you wrong in what you're doing. That's what I'm getting. But you got the strength to get through it, baby. You got the strength to see what your spirit team is giving you and present it and get acknowledgement from it. That's what the spirit is saying. The Tower card is out here. You're gonna have to have the strength to get through these sudden incidents or certain sudden distractions that this person is trying to distract you from with your information here. And I feel like it's gonna work out just fine. This is on the Justice card here. You got the Ten of Cups here, that happiness, fulfillment. It's already justice here. It's just you have to. It's almost like you don't want to present or do what's in your spirit to do, what your spirit is giving you to present. You won't, but when your spirit team give you something to guide, you do it. So now it's time for you to, whatever that information you've been getting and guided to, and you've been holding it and collecting, you need to present it. That's what the spirit is saying, because you're being trapped in your mind right now about presenting here. It's not trapped by your hurt, your pain with nobody else. It's being hurt and trapped by you presenting. Even this person over here who trying to discourage you or trying to make you think you wrong and try to debate with you about words or about what you saying, about what you know, because they can't know what you know. You know from your spirit what you know. Your spirit guides you to it. It's almost like you get words in your mind and you like, what is this? I do too. To be honest, I can relate to this type of energy here in a certain way, because you get information and when you get it, you like, what is this? Or you'll wake up with something like, what is that word? I ain't never heard. And you look it up, it's a word. Now the spirit is saying, use this word in definition and put it into yours, your learning tablet. You got a notebook, put it into your notebook, because this is a part of your learning experiences I say experiences with your spirit team. See, you're collecting information right now for your spirit to present. That's what the spirit is saying here. The Empress is out here. I'm not lying. Take what resonates and leave the rest. The Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. You're comfortable in what you're doing and how you're getting it and how you're receiving the information. You see, the information is down by her, and she up here with that. She up there with that bird, and that bird said, "Bring that information and bring what you have been collected and bringing what you so comfortable in. Bring that shit up here to the surface, baby, and let it roar." That's what you got. The King of Swords out here. Remember, I told you need that King of Swords energy. You need that get up energy to fight and to present, and that's what the spirit is saying to you today, baby. I'm gonna pull this money coming from energy here, because this is a work. You got a job right now. You putting in some work on your job with your spirit, huh? Good for you. And don't let nobody come there. Oh, I read such and such. Have you read that book? I read such and such, and this says such and woo wee. Yeah, they got some truth in it. How you know it's true? That was their opinion about what they received from their spirit. What did you receive from your spirit? Did you receive what but they can't tell you what they received from their spirit. They only can tell you what they received from other things, other people. They've been watching, they'll watch other people, read other books and all that, and that's how they collect their knowledge and understanding of how they need to move and receive and manifest in their life. But you listen to your spirit guides you to the information, but you're not giving it. That's what the spirit is saying. You've been collecting, and the spirit said you've been collecting enough to the point where you need to give it out. I don't know who I'm speaking to today, but take what resonates and leave the rest. You can be an earth sign here. I've been tapped to earth and air sign lately. Spirit come through. Retail. Business. I keep telling you. It says if you have an idea in mind, this is giving you the green light that there is a need for. What did I say? It's time for you to present, right? It's time for you to present. It's time for you to start handling some business here. Spirit come through. Money manager. This card could indicate your career or finances could take a gigantic leap forward, because the information you've been collecting so far is going to help you manifest more, divine one. It's going to help you, baby. It said you can expect a happy outcome when it comes to your finances if you create this retail business of yours. You could be creating bath bombs, or you could be creating some, or you could be a speaker. And like I said, you've been collecting knowledge and information, but you ain't been presenting. You got it in order. Present it. That's what the spirit is saying. Designer, you are. You've been preparing. You've been designing already, designing your knowledge to present. Present it. Watch how it's going to work out for you. It says you're being called to tune into your individual and individuality and express yourself. Take what resonates and leave the rest, baby. I'm just a messenger. It says the past is at the bottom. It says something from the past is coming back, perhaps an old job or an old unfinished project. So something could be surfacing back. It says you could be earning or receiving money from something you did in the past. See what I'm saying? See, it's past. See, you've been collecting. You've been following your spirit team, collecting this, writing this down, going to get this, writing this down, going to get that, collecting this, collecting it. And now you got a whole business right in front of you, and the spirit is ready for you to present it. And what they say, business, just like I said, elevate your awareness and think bigger if you want different results. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, baby. I'm just a messenger delivering to the collective. Have a wonderful day. I hope this resonated with you. Bye bye.